Aosta, French, Aosta, street, Arpiton, Aosta, Latin, Augusta Praetorius Alisorum, is the principal city of Aosta Valley, a bilingual region in the Italian Alps, 110 km north-northwest of Turin. It is situated near the Italian entrance of the Mont Blanc Tunnel, at the confluence of the Budhia and the Dorabelti, and at the junction of the Great and Little Street Bernard routes. Aosta is not the capital of the province, because Aosta Valley is the only Italian region not divided into provinces. Provincial administrative functions are instead shared by the region and the communes. History: Aosta was settled in proto-historic times and later became a center of the Salazar, many of whom were killed or sold into slavery by the Romans in 25 BC. The campaign was led by Terentius Varro, who then founded the Roman colony of Augusta Praetorius Alisorum, housing 3,000 retired veterans. After 11 BC, Aosta became the capital of the Alps Graius province of the empire. Its position at the confluence of two rivers, at the end of the Great and the Little St. Bernard Pass, gave it considerable military importance, and its layout was that of a Roman military camp. After the fall of the Western Empire, the city was conquered, in turn, by the Burgundians, the Ostrogoths, the Byzantines. The Lombards, who had annexed it to their Italian kingdom, were expelled by the Frankish Empire under Pepin the Short. Under his son, Charlemagne, Aosta acquired importance as a post on the Via Francigena, leading from Aachen to Italy. After 888 AD, it was part of the renewed Kingdom of Italy under Ardwine of Ivrea and Berengar of Friuli. In the 10th century, Aosta became part of the Kingdom of Burgundy. After the fall of the latter in 1032, it became part of the lands of Count Humbert I of the House of Savoy. Main sites: ancient remains. The ancient town walls of Augusta Praetorius Alisorum are still preserved almost in their entirety, enclosing a rectangle 725 by 571 meters. They are 6.4 meters high, built of concrete faced with small blocks of stone. At the bottom, the walls are nearly 2.75 meters thick, and at the top 1.83 meters. Towers stand at angles to the Encinta and others are positioned at intervals, with two at each of the four gates, making 20 towers in total. They are roughly 6.5 meters square, and project 4.3 meters from the wall. Of the 20 original towers, the following are well preserved. Tour du Lepro, which has been given this name after a leper named Pierre Bernard Guasco was jailed there in the late 17th century. Le Lepro de la Cité d'Aosta, a novel by Xavier de Maistre, was named after this leper. Tour Neuve, Tour du Pèlerin, Tower of Bramafan, built in the 11th century over a Roman bastion. It was the residence of the Savoy Viscounts. The Franco-Provençal term Bramafan is translated as, he who screams for hunger. Tour du Bailliage, Tour Fromage. The east and south gates exist intact. The latter, a double gate with three arches flanked by two towers known as the Porta Praetoria, was the eastern gate to the city, and has preserved its original forms apart from the marble covering. It is formed by two series of arches enclosing a small square. The rectangular arrangement of the streets is modeled on a Roman plan dividing the town into 64 blocks. The main road, about 10 meters wide, divides the city into two equal halves, running from east to west. This arrangement makes it clear that guarding the road was the main raison d'être of the city. The Roman theatre, of which the southern facade remains today, 22 meters tall. The structure, dating from the late reign of Augustus, occupied an area of 81 by 64 meters. It could contain up to 4,000 spectators. In the nearby was the amphitheatre, built under Claudius, a marketplace surrounded by storehouses on three sides with a temple in the center with two on the open side, as well as a thermae. Also have been discovered. Outside the town walls is the Arch of Augustus, a triumphal arch in honor of Augustus. built in 35 BC to celebrate the victory of Consul Varro Murena over the Salasar. About 8 kilometers to the west is a single-arched Roman bridge, called the Pont d'Ael. It has a closed passage, lighted by windows for foot passengers in winter, and above it an open footpath, both being about 10 meters in width. There are considerable remains of the ancient road from Aosta to Aosta Pretoria into the Aosta Valley. The modern railway follows this route, notable for the Pont St. Martin, which has a single arch with a span of 35 meters and a roadway 4.5 meters wide, the cutting of Donners, and the Roman bridges of Châtillon and Aosta. Other sites: the cathedral, built in the 4th century and replaced in the 11th century by a new edifice dedicated to the Madonna. It is annexed to the Roman Forum. The Romanesque Gothic Sant'Orso. Its most evocative feature is the cloister, which can be entered through a hall on the left of the facade. It is dedicated to Ursus of Aosta. The St. Bernine College, built about 1000 by the Benedictines. It is now an exhibition site. The Bridge of Grand Arvu, a medieval arch bridge aqueduct, is located in the Frazione of Perossan. Transport. Aosta railway station, opened in 1886, forms part of the Chivasso-Aosta railway, and is also a junction station for a branch line to nearby Pre-Acute Saint Didier, in the Valdine, on the way towards Courmayeur. Aosta Airport is a short distance to the east of the city. International relations. Aosta is twinned with Albertville, France; Narbonne, France; Chamonix-Mont-Blanc, France; San Giorgio Morghetto, Italy; Sinaia, Romania; Martigny, Switzerland.